Hey guys, so if you've been following my videos and my posts, you see that I posted yesterday that I am going to start an elimination diet soon. And the reason for that is as of late, I've had some digestional issues, intestinal issues. I mean, I've actually probably always had these issues, but which most of us do. We just tend to ignore them. We don't really notice because we eat so many foods that probably don't agree with us that it just kind of feels like the norm. But as of recently, I mean, there's just more and more things that seems like I'm becoming intolerant to. So I kind of wanted to, figure out what these are and try to eliminate as many of them as I can from my diet. And basically, how this is going to work. And I'll post some info on exactly like what I'm going to be eating and not going to be eating. Like kind of categories, and when I talk about that, I'm not saying like I'm not talking about like Chinese food and eating Mexican food and this and that. I'm really talking about the macronutrients. I'm talking like the proteins and carbohydrates and fats and just certain fruits and things like that. Like citrusy fruits, I won't be eating those. I'm cutting out like some dairies, a lot of meat, basically those foods that can tend to cause issues or have been documented to cause issues in some form in people. So the foods that I will be eating are known to be a lot easier, a lot more forgiving on the digestive system. Not really document a lot of allergies or I shouldn't say allergies, but intolerances or things like that. I mean, I'm not speaking of allergies. Those are more serious medical type things. If you're allergic to peanuts, things like that. I'm referring more to things that just well, I mean, having intolerances they can cause they can cause all kinds of issues. You can sleep deprivation, bloating, stomach issues. Just feeling upset after you eat something, run the restroom a lot, acid reflux, all those kind of things. So that's more of what I'm speaking of when I'm talking about this. So the elimination diet, I will be eating more of the foods that are not known to cause these type of things. And I'll post, like I said, an info chart on that to kind of break down the categories that I'm going to be eliminating. And then, we'll go from there. The program or the diet itself, I guess, will probably last about 6 to 8 weeks. Just kind of depending on how slowly I re-add things in. So essentially the first 3 weeks is going to be performing the elimination part of the diet. I mean, I'm going to be eating just certain types of foods. And then starting the 4th week, I'll start reintroducing some of the foods that I've cut out and probably more of the foods that I traditionally ate before. So I know one of the things that cuts out is eggs. So on the first day of the first week, the 4th week, I might add eggs in. And then I'll wait a couple days, kind of see how my body feels with that. And then I'll move on. The next time I might add beef back in, which I already know I have an issue with beef, but I guess just to confirm it, I might try that. And then so forth. So it'll be a slow addition, which is why it kind of takes that, that time to go through everything and just really figure out what your body's reacting to and what it's not reacting to. Because, because I just it's hard to tell sometimes when you're just eating the meals what exactly it is that your body's not liking. So then after that, I should have a better idea of what is causing me problems and having issues with. I will be posting videos, posting writings about it, and as it goes on, I'm probably going to start this next week. I'm going to take this week to kind of help prepare for that. Really kind of do some research and like food ideas, like recipe ideas and things like that I can eat. It really kind of honed down on the foods that I am going to eat and the foods that I can't eat. And that way when I start it, I'm not scrambling. This is going to be a very difficult process for me. I mean, I eat kind of restricted, but not really restricted. Normally I just kind of eat what I want to a certain degree. So being super restrictive like this is going to be challenging, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. But I think in the long run it'll be very beneficial for me, and then I can help maybe take this info and then help others who want to do something similar to that, or kind of maybe talk about some things that bothered me, and maybe they could try eliminate some of those things from their diet and see if that helps relieve some issues, because we all react differently to food. Obviously, some people are more tolerant to certain foods and others are not as tolerant. Sometimes it has to do with not producing enough of the enzymes to really break it down. Other people do. And then some people just, it can depend on the region. Some people's, natural genetics aren't used to handling certain foods. So they have problems with them, and they might not really realize it. So hopefully this will, shed a lot of light on the subject for me. And like I said, I'll keep everything kind of posting videos and stuff on it, and writing some blogs, kind of show you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and we'll see how it turns out. So stay tuned, and thanks.